The universe contains many mysteries, and one of the greatest mysteries are the exoplanets, planets that orbit distant stars. And in this video, we are going to discover 5 most mysterious planets in the universe, each one more unbelievable than the last. From a world that rains sideways shards of molten glass, to a planet that glows blacker than coal, to a cosmic giant that may have passed us by, never to be seen again. These are not just planets, these are cosmic enigmas. At first glance, this planet looks like home, a beautiful deep blue world, glowing softly against the backdrop of space. From 64 light-years away, it could almost be mistaken for Earth. But that resemblance, it ends the moment you get closer. Because what looks like a peaceful ocean world is actually a hellish gas giant, blasted by deadly radiation and wrapped in violent storms. And it's one of the most dangerous planets ever discovered. Its blue color isn't from water, it's from glass. Microscopic silicate particles float in the atmosphere, and they scatter blue light, just like Earth's sky. But in this case, those particles aren't harmless dust. They're part of a storm where winds reach 8,700 kilometers per hour, faster than the speed of sound. This planet's atmosphere contains water vapor, methane, and carbon dioxide. And recently, the James Webb Space Telescope found something else: hydrogen sulfide. That's the same compound that gives rotten eggs their smell. So yes, this planet doesn't just kill you, it shreds you, melts you, and smells like death while doing it. Welcome to 55 Cancri E, a planet once thought to be the most valuable in the universe, because scientists once believed it was made almost entirely of diamond. A super-Earth, 8 times heavier than our planet, possibly forged from carbon under immense pressure. Newspapers called it the Diamond Planet, and for a time it seemed like a real-life treasure world. But then, the truth came out, and it was far more intense than anyone imagined. This planet orbits its star in just 18 hours, so close that it's blasted with unimaginable heat. The surface temperature is over 2,000 degrees Celsius. That's hot enough to melt rock, and that's exactly what's happening. A planet with an entire surface covered in a global ocean of molten rock. Imagine an entire world, boiling. The heat is so intense, it vaporizes silicate rock, which may then condense in the skies, forming clouds made of rock vapor that sparkle in the light of the lava below. We now enter a world of darkness. Tries 2b, a gas giant nearly the size of Jupiter, but unlike anything we've ever seen, because this planet holds a strange, silent title. It is the darkest known planet in the universe. Imagine a world that reflects less than 1% of the light that hits it. That's darker than coal, darker than black acrylic paint, even darker than fresh asphalt under moonlight. To put it simply, this planet is a cosmic void, a light trap, a planet that practically disappears into the shadows. And yet, it still glows, not with reflected light, but with heat. Its atmosphere is so hot that it emits a faint, red thermal glow. Scientists compare it to the coils on an electric stove, a dim ember burning in the vast cold of space. So, how is it this dark? Well, we don't really know. Theories suggest the atmosphere might be full of vaporized metals like sodium, potassium, or even titanium oxide, materials that absorb light instead of reflecting it. But even those theories fall short, because no known combination of chemicals can explain just how completely this planet swallows light. It's like something is missing, some unknown ingredient, some physical process we haven't discovered yet. It's a reminder that for all we've learned, we're still in the dark. Welcome to the PSR system, home to the first exoplanets ever discovered and still some of the most baffling. These planets don't orbit a normal star. They orbit a pulsar, the ultra-dense, rapidly spinning remains of a star that died in a supernova explosion. Think of it as a cosmic lighthouse, blasting intense beams of X-rays and gamma radiation through space, a place where no life could survive, and yet, somehow, planets are there. 3 of them, rocky worlds, small, dense and doomed. But here's the twist. These planets shouldn't exist. A supernova is one of the most violent events in the universe. Anything orbiting the star should have been obliterated, blasted into fragments, or flung into deep space. So how are these planets here? The most likely explanation is both haunting and poetic. These are second-generation worlds. They weren't survivors of the star's death. They were born from it. After the explosion, a disk of gas and debris, the ashes of the dead star, began to swirl and cool, and over time, new planets formed, not around a young, glowing sun, but around a corpse. These are zombie worlds, dead matter reshaped into new planets, forever trapped in the gravity of a stellar ghost. Our final destination. This is J1407b, and it's been called the Super Saturn, not because it resembles Saturn, but because it dwarfs it. The defining feature of this planet is its rings, an enormous disk of dust, ice and rock stretching over 180 million kilometers wide. That's 200 times larger than Saturn's rings. If it were in place of Saturn in our solar system, its rings would be so vast they would light up our night sky, brighter and larger than the full moon. And within those rings, clear gaps, signs that moons may be forming, carving paths as they orbit the planet. We could be watching in real time a moon being born. But there's a catch. We have only seen it once. This giant was detected in 2007 when it passed in front of its star and caused a strange flickering eclipse. The dimming lasted for 56 days, with dips in brightness so complex they could only be caused by an enormous structured ring system. But since then, nothing. No second transit, no confirmation. It's like the planet, or whatever it was, vanished. And that marks the end of this video. We've explored 5 of the most mysterious planets ever discovered, each one stranger than the last. If you enjoyed the journey, stay tuned, because the universe has plenty more secrets waiting to be uncovered.